all about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With my peeps, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross Watcher. This is a general read. May be your read, may not be your read, and fit it in where it get in, all right? So, my day ones, my day twos, my new news. Right here. Thank you so much for all that you do for me, for the channel, for the energy exchange, for me and you back and forth. I thank you. I appreciate you. Let's get into it. All right. And before I get into it, let me say this. Go ahead on and hype it up. That's right. Go ahead and hype it up. Go on and like, share, and subscribe. If this is your first time. Go on and you vibing. Go ahead. All right. So, all right then. Let me tone it down a little bit so I can get in the read here. All right, so I'm talking to the collective. Okay, I'm talking to the collective that have already been through the process. You've been through the process of loving you. You've been through the process where you've learned the lesson that everything that you're going through, everything that you went through, everything that you are, that everything that is about healing, it starts and begins with you and with loving you. Self-love is the key. Self-love is the be all end all of everything, because self-love, you loving you means you loving God, means God is love, and God is definitely the be all end all of everything that we do and everything that we are and ever will be. Okay? It's the most high God, the creator, source, the universe. Right? That's the God I'm talking about. You've done that. You have begun that process. You've learned that lesson and you got it. Because as much as people, places, and things try to detour you, try to knock you off, try to get you, distract you, try to confuse you about love, about what love is and what you've learned and what you have acquired. They are, no matter what, you always center back. No matter what you go through, you always center back. No matter what's thrown at you, you always center back. No matter what is taken away from you, always center back to what? Self-love. Loving yourself and loving God in the process of loving yourself. Right? You never forget. It always ties. It always gets you back to where you need to be, where your focus needs to be. It is the root of all things. You're learning that through loving you and loving God and having faith in the process, that it's nothing that you can't get through, even though you've been through the most. You've been through a lot. A lot is an understatement of the things that you have endured from the time that you came into this world until now. It has been an emotional roller coaster. It has been circumstances and situations and struggles and hardships and hurts and pains, and it has been a lot of things, a lot of times, a lot of things that you just didn't know, you just didn't get it, you just didn't grasp the seriousness of some of the things that you went through until you already have been through it. When you look back at your past, when you reflect back over your past, you get a little bit confused, because it's as if at that moment you grasp things, you see things from a different perspective, and then it goes into how in the world did I get through that? How in the world did I know to do that? How in the world did that work? How did I get through that process, that time? And you try to connect the dots, and you try to see what actually appeared, what actually happened. How did you come all the way through that process? And you can't figure it out. You cannot figure it out because it was supernatural. At that point in time, when you couldn't come up with a solution, you couldn't get yourself through it mentally, you trust the process. You trust the process. You had faith that God was going to see you through and God was going to take over. So you spazzed out and trusted God and took it day by day. And that's why you don't have a recollection of why or how you did it. Why and how you did it. How did you get that? How did you know that? And then some cases you don't even remember. Only thing you remember is from this point, and then it's a blank, and then you remember the next point. Because God did it. So I say all of that to say this. This is giving me burden, tears, pressure, carrying something, carrying a load. Somebody in the collective is carrying a heavy load, and they really don't know how they're going to get through. They really don't know what to do, because it's one thing after another. It's one bad notice here, it's one bad notice there, it's this, it's that. And as you see with your physical eyes, it just don't, you're not going to make it. With your physical eyes and the way things look, you just ain't going to make it. Some getting ready to fall apart. I'm getting ready to fall apart. I'm about to lose it all. It don't make sense. I don't know how, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to make it this time. What do you mean? You don't know how you going to make it this time. You going to make it this time the way you always made it. And I'm not going to sit up here and try to sugarcoat and say that it's going to be easy, that you're not going to have to go through something. But we all going through something. We all have to go through the process. This is part of it. This right here, all the choices and decisions and things that the higher ups are making, Each and every one of us got to go through something. It ain't now one of us that it's not going to hit. It's going to hit each and every one of us by the choices and decisions that's being made for us, not by us. So we have to go through something. And some of us are in a better position than others. But regardless of what position that you're in, everybody gonna have to go through something. And so what I'm saying is, this burden that you carry, this burden that you're going through, this burden that you can't see your way out of, I'm here to remind you. Now, this is for some of you, not everybody. I'm going to get to everybody, get to the regular reading, but this is for somebody, because this right here, this person feel like they not going to make it because they looking at their circumstances. And I'm not going to lie, the circumstances may be dire. But when you are in a dire situation and you ain't got nothing else and nobody and nothing else, you continue to do what you've been doing. You continue to trust the process like you've been. You said, well, I've been trusting the process. Well, continue to trust the process. At times like this, when you ain't got nothing and you ain't got nobody, there's always a solution. It's always a message. But you cannot have your mind all over the place. You can't have your mind. You have to calm yourself down. And you can't give in to what you see. You got to give in, and you got to give in to what you know. And go back to what you know and where God has brought you through before. And pull yourself and pull on that strength and that determination that you had then to see you through this time. So God can open up those doors and open up those opportunities so you can see better. See your way past this and see your way past, so you can see your way, I want to say past, but past your current situation, see your way through the process, because God is always there. It may be little, it may be a small still voice, but that small still voice may tell you, hey, go here. This, and it don't make no doggone sense. We ain't seen the stories. We ain't seen the stories and the testimonies about people that don't make no sense. They went to somebody's house, knocked on the door, and somebody gave them what they needed. Those are not just motivational moments. Those are true testimonies that if God can do it for them, God can do it for you. This season that we in is full of supernatural things that God is showing us. God is allowing us to experience, and God is allowing us to see things that's supernatural that we ain't never seen. We don't even know what it is. We don't even know what to call it. But somebody in the collective, you need to hold on. You need to hold on, because God is telling me, and here it is right here. I don't even like showing the cards no more, but here it is. Eyes is closed, full of tears, burdened down. And for those of you this is not for, you pray. You send positive energy. Don't just shut the reading off and say, oh, this ain't me. No, you don't do that, because next time it could be you. And you would want somebody to pray. You would want somebody to send positive energy. You would want somebody to do it for you. Right? You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. Everything going to be all right. Calm down. Cool, calm, collected. I'm telling you what I know, because things have happened to me in my lifetime. And I can tell you, I don't know how I was cool, calm, and collected, but I was. And the end result is, when I'm cool, calm, and collected, no matter what I see, what I know. No matter what I'm seeing, rather. What I'm seeing, I go against that. And stay calm, and stay cool, and stay collected. And every time I get through that situation like I'm supposed to. Now, this is about an immature man. He looked normal. He looked well put together. He looked clean. He looked like he got his head on straight. But this man is immature. He's unstable. He's ungrounded. And when I say immature, that means that his thoughts, he don't know what he talking about. He don't know what he doing. He's a big pretender. He wears a big mask. Now, surface level stuff, he got it down pat, because that's how he been able to live, and how he been able to wear this mask that he wears and that he carries. He's a great manipulator of people. People never would put two and two together that this man don't know what he's talking about, that this man is unstable. Now, in some cases, this man is not only is this man unstable, this man is mentally unstable. See what I mean by unstable? When I say unstable, he go up and down. You know, his thoughts go up and down. But when you mentally unstable, your thoughts is is dark. Your thoughts is your mental state, and your mind is dark. Now, unstable, you could be mentally unstable where you go up and down in moods. I ain't talking about that. You could be mentally unstable where you're on another timeline, and you seeing things and you living your life mentally from another timeline. However, people that's around you don't really know your thoughts and what you see, because you hide all of that. You hide what you really see, and what timeline, and what you really thinking, because you know that people would think that you was crazy because you on this timeline. You on this timeline, but your mind is on another timeline. And you seeing and operating on another timeline. So if you were to speak on that thing, people on this timeline would think you were crazy, because what are you talking about? So you got that unstable. But then you have an unstable where a person has tapped into something they had no business tapping into. It could be another timeline, but it's a timeline or another dimension that's dark. Or they have welcomed dark forces into their life and into their being and into their soul. And that's who we talking about. Talking about somebody who introduced, who welcomed, who conjured up darkness to help them with their spell work, or to help them gain things in this timeline, in this lifetime. But the thing about it is, the things that this person has done is unthinkable to other people through what they invited in. It's unthinkable. They went against spiritual law doing it, and went against people's free will doing it. They gained from people's, they gained things, they took things, they cheated, they stole, they robbed people spiritually, is what I'm trying to say. And there won't be any justice for this person. No justice. And this person is like this right now. They carrying a heavy burden because of things that they have done to other people. Things that they have took from other people. That they have no permission, have no rank. They probably did have rank, but they abused it. So that rank has been taken away from them. The courts have rendered judgment on them. And this person is burdened down with all of the things that they have done to other people. All the things that they've took from other people. They've took people. How can I say it? They have unalived people for them to stay in a timeline. But now this person has to pay. Because all this is in reverse. All the things that they've done to other people, they have to reap the harvest of what they've sown to other people. They now have to reap it. And they're burdened down with that responsibility. They're burdened down with that. And one of the people that they did these things to is you. But it didn't happen to you. They weren't able to comply and to do this to you. It didn't work. Because you were always in this, you were always in this position. This is in the upright. You were always, even when you wasn't looking, you always had your heart in your hands, and it was always the shield of protection for people like this. So the disasters, the endings, this person kept on trying, kept on you, kept on sending it, kept on doing rituals after rituals, and crossroads and graveyard dirt, and kept on putting you at the crossroads, and kept on doing things to you. And they kept on being confronted with this. This right here can conquer everything. Self-love, but love is the key to all things. But in your position, self-love. It was self-love first and love for others. You always was doing for other people. Always spreading self-love to yourself and love to other people. And I keep telling y'all, because this ain't the first time this come up. I keep telling you that is what saved your life. Because you didn't have no little itty bitty people. You didn't have no powers. You had the big dogs. You had the big dogs on you and still have them on you. Because when the first time they failed, they ain't did all of this to everybody else. They got bodies. They got names. They got bodies. But when it came to your name, when it came to you, when it came to your turn, it never would work. No matter who they hired, no matter how high they are, no matter how, it never worked. And so when they go to practitioner, when they doing it, everybody trying to scratch their head and try to figure out, who are you? This is how you got to the point where you have so many people working against you. It's off of that one time. And then when that one failed, that one kept going. And then went and consulted another person. Well, I can't quite get this one. Do you got something? Then you got that one involved in it. And then when that failed, then both of them scratching their head and trying to figure it out. I ain't never not failed. I ain't never failed. I ain't all of mine is successful. Well, let me go get so and so. I know for a fact we can go get so and so, and I know for a fact this gonna work. They get so and so said, "Oh, y'all doing it wrong. Oh, no, this is what you got to do. You got to do this, and that. Oh, let me go ahead." So then they get third person in, and it don't work. And then they say, ain't no way possible. Ain't no way possible. This person's supposed to been gone. You still here. You still here. So, this is for somebody. You got the main man here. So immature. Right? Wearing a mask. Got people fooled, but you not fooled. You know exactly who this person is. And because you know who this person is, and you can see through the veil through that who this person is threatened by you. Because you actually can see them. Nobody else can't see them but you. You know God can. God, we ain't talking about what God can see. We talking about on this earth. Because see, you can see them through the veil because God allowed it. God allowed you to see this person. And this is where it all started with this person. Because you know them, because you can see them, and because you have knowledge and wisdom to see their heart, their soul, and see exactly who they are and what they're trying to do and what they represent, you are a threat. And they wanted you to be dealt with. But what this person failed to realize is that you're not interested in them. If you was interested in them, you would have been told that long time ago. You've been seeing this. You've been seeing them. You're not interested. You don't want, you and washed your hands of this person. You're not interested. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to see them. You don't want to know them. You've turned your back. You don't care what they're doing. You don't care who they seeing. You don't care what they do with whatever dark stuff they do, light stuff they do, whatever they doing, whatever bodies they got, you washed your hands of them. And you're done with them. And you have seriously moved on with your life. But you are a threat. Because you have information and you know things about them that don't nobody else know. Meaning that you've seen exactly who they are. You've seen the things that they're capable of doing. And some of you've seen some of the things that they have done. And you know it. You know who this is. So you are a threat. And they did all of that and paid for all of that. And you're still here. And this is why. It came through you. It came around you. It was projected onto you, but somehow you transmuted it. You did what you had to do to get through that. In the word it says natural disaster, but the disasters of life upon you through this person here, trying to cause this to you because you're a threat, because you've seen them. You're not even interested. You don't care. You don't care. You gave them up to the Most High. And when you done that, you told the Most High you don't want to see, you don't want to know, you don't want to be bothered with them, to take care of them, to allow you to move on with your life. And that's what you've done. But God wants to say if some of you, the ones that I was talking to, that you're going to be okay. But for the most part, the rest of you, the rest of the collective, that didn't resonate with, this person is going through a burden after burden, life, disaster after disaster, because of the things that they have done to you, trying to put you in the ground when it's not time for you. You ain't even finished doing what you're supposed to do for the collective, for humanity. Your destiny, your purpose haven't even been all the way fulfilled. You starting the process, and they trying to put you in the ground. No. It's reaping time. It's their reaping time. No justice, no peace for this person. All right? And that's all I got to say about this. So with that being said, put in the comments if this was your message and you are the collective that's burdened. I want you to confess and put in that comments that I will be okay. Point blank and period. No, this is what I am okay. Point blank and period. Because no matter what you see, you okay. And you will be okay. So put in the comments, I am okay. Point blank and period. Confess that thing. Know that thing. And for those of you that it didn't resonate with, that this person is good, and you said, and I take that to the bank. I take that to the bank, and there it is. Yes. You take that to the bank because you render judgment on this person and they're getting that judgment. And you take that to the bank and there it is. All right. So with that being said, this is your message. And I'm sending, hype it up. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing your way. And Trinity is